Hello, glad to have you join us on Nta Channel 5 Abuja News at 1. I am Blessing Mfulani. Remember to join our YouTube channel on Nta Channel 5 Abuja. And starting the bulletin on a sad note, a fatal accident involving a Toyota Corolla commercial cab and a Lexus car, which occurred Tuesday morning by the Nigerian Defense Headquarters, claimed a life. Rosemary Moltelembila was at the scene and now reports.
The accident, which occurred at the junction of the defense headquarters along the Muhammadu Buhari Way in Abuja, resulted in the death of commercial driver operating the Toyota Corolla cab. An eyewitness account says the incident happened at about 6 a.m. when the cab driver on high speed beat the traffic and collided with the Lexus. The cab driver instantly died at the scene, leaving his passenger, a lady, who was unconscious. Efforts to speak with the hospital and to know the condition of the lady proved abortive. The passenger, whose identity remains undisclosed, sustained severe injuries and was rushed to a nearby hospital. However, before NTA News arrived, the passenger had been transferred to another hospital for further treatment. The passenger's condition remains unclear as at the time of filing in this report. The incident also affected some passerby who were injured in the accident and are currently receiving treatment for mild injuries.
At the Wakago market, just want to come push for me. No, the thing how it happened. Just I can't see by myself like this.
The vehicle parked here was on speed and it beat the traffic. By God's grace, what I saw, it was on speed, and this vehicle parked here was coming to enter. This was our fault. I have caused the problem, and now it's gone.
Sympathizers say this tragic incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers faced by road users and underscores the importance of obeying traffic lights and road signs. Rosemary Moltelembila, NTA News.
Moving on, the newly elected FIDA International President, Nigeria's Ezenwa Okorofor, says impactful leadership will be top on her priority of issues to address worldwide. She started this during a homecoming reception organized by FIDA Nigeria Abuja branch in her honor upon her return from the just concluded election in Colombia. Abdullahi Ajia reports.
The International Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, as a famous voluntary non-profit umbrella body of women lawyers, has remained committed to selfless public service, with Nigeria having active and vibrant membership over the years. This commitment has translated to the recent development where Nigeria's Ezenwa Okoroafor was elected new FIDA International President in Colombia. This good news back home elicited a warm reception from the airport down to her residence, with members expressing confidence in her leadership credentials to lead the global body.
With this, she is the leader of all female lawyers in the world. It is a very well-deserved honor and election, having climbed through the ladders of leadership in FIDA.
She has worked so hard with so much passion for FIDA, and we appreciate that at this stage in her life, she's acknowledged internationally.
Expectations are high, but I can tell you that some of us who are very close to her, who have watched her closely, knowing her contributions to FIDA Abuja, we are certain that she will surpass our expectations.
We continue to give her strength. We continue to make her succeed in this new responsibility.
Sundry of human concerns around the world, the FIDA International President assures would be tackled based on their regional peculiarities.
I have been part of the process for a long time, and so there have been things we have noticed that need to be done. Our main task for this executive is to spread FIDA worldwide. And like you appreciate, the challenges are different. across the globe. Depending on what the challenge is in every area of the world, we as FIDA will come together to identify and address those so that around the world we ensure that women are empowered, their rights are enhanced, their rights are protected across the world.
In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Congratulations to the new FIDA president. And now to matters of the FCT. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has reiterated his administration resolve to sustain ongoing demolition of shanties and other contravening structures in the territory. The minister announced this when he led security personnel to the Ruga community along the airport route. Onoze Yakubu reports.
Shortly after the Emergency Security Council meeting, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, in company of the security chiefs, stormed the popular Ruga community in Uye district Sunday evening, where shanties were earlier demolished by the officials of the Development Control Department. In an interface, the spokespersons of the demolished community confirmed that they were illegal squatters, but pleaded with the administration to show compassion.
We are here for almost good 37 years. Yes. Since when these players are bushes? No any. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So people move here. We are not dragging anything with the government saying we get land or we have anything, but we are pleading. Please and please, Honorable Minister.
After listening passionately, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike advised them to nominate 5 persons that will meet with officials of the administration to chart a way forward.
Government has decided that we are going to go back and look at what we are going to do as far as this issue is concerned. And we have told them nobody is going to pay anything, whether temporary or permanent. No, we will not allow them until government has taken a final decision on what to do on this piece of land.
He further clarifies that no amount of blackmail or intimidation will stop the government from doing its job of protecting the lives and property of the citizenry. Onoze Yakubu, Nta News.
The aspiration of the FCT administration is to ensure that the nation's capital aligns with other states in boosting the arts and culture subsector to be topmost in the tourist attraction and in revenue generation. FCT Minister of State Dr. Maria Mahmoud, who stated this at the closing ceremony of the 2024 edition of ASU Fest, solicited the support of stakeholders to actualize the feat. Aisha Ubali reports.
Stakeholders and enthusiasts from within and outside the Federal Capital Territory converged on the Supreme Art and Culture Center for the 2-day cultural show, marking the 11th edition of Abuja Cultural Festival, ASU Fest. The day 2 afforded participants the opportunity to relax, interact, and network on the way forward and future of FCT art and culture.
So it's important that we keep protecting, we keep telling our children, we keep publicizing, we keep promoting our culture, and that's what we've tried to do for these 2 days.
Efficient management of the cultural resources is premised on the renewed hope agenda of the present administration, which seeks to use culture and the creative economy as a tool for reforming the economy to deliver sustained inclusive growth, unity, and to strengthen our national security.
Special performance for the Minister of State, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Secretariat, Olubumi Oluokere, as the most exciting moment came when the organizers showcased traditional rulers representing different zones of the country. Strong messages from the minister and assurances that the ASU Fest under the watch of Nyesom Wike will be bigger as the administration is poised to preserve, protect, and present the rich cultural heritage of the indigenous people of the FCT while exporting it to the world through this platform. Aisha Ubali, NTA News.
And now education. All students of the Federal Government College Kwali have urged the federal government to make education a national priority as educated people are national assets in every ramification. Sarafina Okon-Omekwe reports that this was the dominating subject matter of the set of 1994 as they mark their 30th anniversary celebration in Abuja.
Delightful night it was for students and teachers of the Federal Government College Kwali Abuja as they rolled out drums of jubilation to celebrate their teachers, thanking them for their dedication to service to humanity and discipline, which has placed them at a better place in life. They highlighted that unification of Nigeria was the very essence of setting up unity schools across the Federation. To this end, teachers and old students of the Federal Government College, set of 1994, appealed to current academic administrators and implement realistic policies that will elevate the missing gaps in discipline, teaching, revamp structures of unity schools, train and retrain teachers, and improve their welfare.
When I went to the school, I'm seeing the structures, not really strong like it used to be, like it's supposed to be, because the government needs to focus on education.
We hope that one day we will be able to give back to the country because the group of men that molded us from kids all through our teenage years, they raised us with morals and discipline.
Hoping that the government is something that, they review and look at restating that ethos that, held the foundation of unity schools, and hopefully things will improve.
The night provided them opportunity to rekindle bonds of friendship, reconnect, and laugh away the good, sweet, and sad memories years after many goodbyes.
But yet the bond is so tight that it feels like it's yesterday. So it's all those little anecdotes, the guy you drank curry with, the person you borrowed the bucket from, the time you guys jumped the fence together, the time they punished you. That's what really counts. I mean, the academics were good, very good, like really good.
I would even advise, it is not everybody that should be allowed to go into class. There has to be, one, basic training, basic tests, whether ordinary written test and behavioral test on behavioral attitude.
As the old students banter, laugh, and rejuvenate, 30 years and still counting, they say it is not a night for long speeches, but reward hard work and excellence, just as they gracefully cut their anniversary cake. Awards and cash prizes were given to teachers whose impact endures 30 years later. Serafina Okon-Omekwe, Nta News.
You're watching the 1 p.m. news on Nta Channel 5 Abuja. Still to come on the news. Nyanya football team emerges champions of 2024 Maikalangu's Cup tournament. These and more after the break.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me. And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The station Nta Channel 5 Abuja would say have a lovely day.
Thanks for staying tuned. Now the dynamism of culture brings about progress in the nation, just as embracing cultural heritage and traditional practices give room for innovation and societal progress. This resonated at the cultural fiesta by Regina Parsons College, Garki 2, Abuja. Rosemary Multilang Bilal witnessed the celebration and now reports.
Culture gives the society a great and peculiar heritage. Its diversity is the beauty enjoyed. Culture unites people of diverse background together from far and near. The attire and tradition of each cultural group represented demonstrates the importance of a multicultural community. The college authority says culture should be cherished, valued and held in high esteem.
We are celebrating this cultural fiesta today to bring back all our lost values. As you can see, this college is in the Federal Capital Territory, the center of unity. So from the onset, we're doing our best to make sure that our students understand the value of our cultural diversity.
This is a way of beginning to teach, especially our children, that there are many things that unite us than divides us. So the culture, and through the food, through the dances, through the displays that we're going to see, is a way of beginning to plant in them that love, peace and unity, which is what we pledge as our badge on this compound, should be the culture on our land, not just on this compound.
Organizers say value for one's culture is an indication of pride for one's identity.
Our cultural diversity is supposed to be a tool that will help us to foster unity, then nation building. When there is peace and unity, definitely there will be improvement in every sector of the economy.
If we get our culture right and respect it, it will bring peace to the country and even development. That's what I believe in.
Today we celebrate a cultural fiesta to promote interaction between different languages, different tribes and different heritage. And our theme is cultural diversity, a tool for unity and nation building.
The attire displays the value and the wealth Nigeria possesses. The event was earlier dedicated to God at a mass in the church.
Every year, the United Nations marks World Public Transportation Day, highlighting the significance of public transport in the movement of goods and services. Kama in Abuja reports on the vital role public transportation plays in the daily lives of Nigerians.
Today, the United Nations marks World Public Transportation Day, highlighting the significance of public transportation. Today, the people recognize the vital role public transport plays in connecting people from point A to B. In Abuja, public transportation is the lifeline for both private and civil servants, students and residents.
Because now transportation has doubled in price again. So, but normally it's easy to get to Abuja here because the road network is actually impressive.
The Abuja mass transit system, with its fleet of buses and the introduction of the metro trains, provides affordable and efficient services. However, availability and flexibility remain key challenges.
If it's of importance to see that staffs and government workers and private workers are conveyed from their offices to their homes and their homes to their offices, government needs to do a lot. The reason why we have kidnap victims and the rest of it is as a result of poor public transport.
Commuters face difficulties due to inadequate roads, frequency and infrastructure. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has initiated projects to address these issues by the FCT Minister Yesu Mwike.
These roads are very key for us in order to reduce the hardship our people are facing. Now the mandate was a president and given that every district in Abuja, before we create new districts, the ones that have been created should have the basic infrastructure that cities are supposed to have.
As the world celebrates World Public Transportation Day, the people emphasize the need for sustained investment in Abuja's public transportation system. This is to ensure seamless movement, boosting economic productivity and quality of life. Kama Kama, NTA News.
No fewer than 8 Super Eagles players.
Nyanya, thanks, Kama Kama. And now to sports. Nyanya football team is still basking in the euphoria of their victory, having emerged champions of the 2024 Maikalangu Cup tournament. Deborah Gazaji Maika tells us more.
The 2022 Mekalangu Cup, which lasted for over weeks, saw different grassroots football clubs demonstrating their football prowess. At the finals, Yanya football team locked horns with Wise Wards. At the end of regulation time, it was Yanya Football Club that emerged the tournament champion after defeating Wise Ward with 7 goals.
So this is another avenue of empowering our youth by bringing them together. As you can see, it was all across 12 ward, and today Nyanya Ward emerged. I want to once again say congratulations to Nyanya Ward. And by the grace of God, we are going to have another one for the younger ones. The younger ones, to empower them, to keep them busy. Keep our youth busy. This is another way of empowering them.
Chairman Abuja Municipal Area Council Christopher Zaka Mekalangu, who organized the tournament, says football, no doubt, is a unifying factor and will not relent in promoting peace and unity among youth through sports. He expressed his gratitude for the success of the Mekalangu Cup 2024, applauding the participants for their peaceful conduct and excellent performance.
See, when you are having local matches like this, you can fish out the best players. Stop this issue of somebody must have somebody there before you bring him to Super Eagle. Anywhere you go, you see best players, talented ones, those who have the gift of playing. The way they hold the ball, you know how this guy, he knows the ball. I can tell you, even when I was there, I was seeing somebody, Megemu, with one young guy, one short man like this. Anytime he handles ball, he controls it. Send that ball to Super Eagle, he will do well.
With the success of this year's tournament, organizers are hopeful that the next tournament will be bigger. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji Maika, NTA News.
And news reaching us now that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has departed Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, after attending the extraordinary Joint Arab Islamic Summit, which focused on the current situation in the Middle East. And for more on sports now, we join the sports desk for Sports Brief.
No fewer than 8 Super Eagles players have arrived in Abidjan Monday night ahead of the 2025 African Nations Cup qualifier against Benin Republic on Thursday. Nantes forward Moses Simon, AC Milan winger Samuel Chukwueze, Amas Obasuke, Rafael Onyindika and Frank Oyeka were among the early arrival in Abidjan for the team's first training on Tuesday. Still on football, the world's best football clubs will discover their group stage opponent for the inaugural 32-club FIFA Club World Cup at the draw on December 5 in Miami. The draw will determine the 8 groups of 4 teams who will compete in the tournament in the United States from June 15 to July 13. Elsewhere, former UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman has declared his readiness to face Shavkat Rakhmonov at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on December 7, 2024, following champion Belal Mohammed's withdrawal due to a foot infection. The Nigerian Nightmare's availability comes as UFC officials search for a replacement opponent for the undefeated Rakhmonov, with discussions ongoing on a potential interim title fight. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
And that ends the news at 1. Do join us again by 7 p.m. for more news. Good afternoon.